Good morning and welcome to the Daily Cyber Briefing for Monday, the 3rd of March. I'm Stephen Ridgway. Mozilla has updated its terms of service again. I think that's twice in a week. If you read the previous the previous update, and you didn't like them, they have re-released them, clarifying that they're not giving themselves the rights to everything that you use Mozilla Firefox for. They're basically just saying, well, we can't need the rights to use the information you give us in order to do the thing that you've asked us to do. Slightly embarrassing, I would have thought. You'd expected Mozilla's lawyers to have got it right the first time round. But either way, it isn't quite the car crash that it looked like it was going to be when they updated it. Was it last week? I think it was last week. They updated them. So they've been updated again. Have a read, and don't ditch Firefox specifically because of those until you've actually had a little read of it anyway. All right, there's an interesting article in HackRead this morning talking about the rise of QR phishing. It is, it is a good way of conning people into going places that they don't expect to go to. I mean, the biggest problem with the the security of QR codes from the point of view of people inadvertently browsing to sites they weren't expecting to end up is that you can't really look at a QR code and go, oh, I recognize that as being malicious. There are no clues in a QR code as to what it does. I think we're all aware of the fact that public QR codes have to be treated with caution. There is a significant drive amongst the criminal fraternity just to go along with some stickers and stick their QR code over other people's QR codes. So, things like car park payment apps, whatever. So if you are, the only thing you can really do to defend against this stuff is, well, some mobile providers are now applying a certain amount of security to what happens when you scan a QR code. You can get apps that will preview a QR code site before you go there. If it's a well-designed site, it will look like the original anyway. So it will look like the site you were expecting to go to. So it is kind of difficult. Definitely worth applying your normal skeptical thought to where you end up when you click on a QR code, rather than click on the QR code and assume. So, the normal sorts of things, but just watch out, because this stuff is out there. It is very effective, as this article in HackRead points out. Make sure, I think, that perhaps that you're educating friends, family, and colleagues around the dangers, especially of just clicking on random publicly accessible QR codes. And then finally from me today is an article in GB Hackers talking about, we had this theme for a little while now, that automotive security is pretty awful. There's an article that's going to be presented at Black Hat Asia that talks about how simple it is to access dash cams on most modern cars. Really, all you need is access to the Wi-Fi network that the dash cam is on, and then the rest of it is, and then it's kind of game over. So if you're driving a car which is connected to the world, and basically offering all of its digital services to anybody with Anybody with a mobile phone, basically. Um, just be aware of the fact that your dash cam is also part of the stuff which can be hacked. Why does it matter? Well, who knows what you pick up on your dash cam? Who knows what the cameras are recording? We already had stories about, I think it was Tesla's, wasn't it, that record the occupants of the car, even when the car's switched off. All this sort of stuff. Well, do you really want malicious people accessing these things? One would hope not. So countermeasures are pretty difficult to implement when it comes to automotive cybersecurity, because it's just kind of it's vulnerable by design almost. So just have a little think. Of course, you could always get a car that doesn't have that sort of stuff. Anyway, that's plenty from me for today.